here for V3 Faction War. This is Angel Gate and Space Marines versus Tyranids. For the blue Space Marine team we have Bashful Pwny as a Techmarine. Starts off range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Get into melee combat too alongside two Force Commanders. First up, Kim Dank Possible. And we have Black Ice as a Salamander Force Commander. These guys fighting melee combat with some powerful offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Red Tyranid team, Fogos is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist who can infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a little bit of support too, alongside Marutectz as a Hive Tyrant, durable commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, some powerful offense, disruption and support. Begins with a basic synapse, and rounded off the teams is Suffocation as a Ravener Alpha, very versatile commander with high mobility. Starts off in ranged combat but can get melee weapons and can build tunnels for everyone, which is cool. Angel Gate then, traditionally not seen as a very favoured map for Tyranids because they've always been kind of a little bit awkward dealing with garrisons and using garrisons. I believe they're a lot better now that you can get spore mines out of capillary towers and that kind of thing. Barb Strangler has always been really good if you can get close enough, and I think Raveners can use garrisons now. I believe that was a thing that happened. Lictor Alpha's capping top, no doubt he flesh hooked the crap out of something, probably those Marines. Here come double termagants for all the Tyranid players, unsurprisingly. We also have some spore mines out for Suffocation. You can get them out of your HQ as well, but these guys, I'm pretty sure, cannot get into the Raveners tunnels for obvious reasons. That would be pretty nuts. Lictor Alpha's stalking around. Infiltrated. They're going to need to see a scout sergeant pretty quickly from Pwny, and we already see it. In fact, this guy will now detect that infiltrated Lictor Alpha, and it's a relatively cramped map, so the Lictor Alpha might have trouble sneaking around with 3 scout sergeants around, which could be a thing. We do have shotguns up for Kim Dank Possible. Tyranids really need to pressure that Space Marine power, I think. Obviously that's the case, but I think they need to commit to it with perhaps all 3 players and go after this. They have the power at the bottom. They should be noding them up. I think we have a Hive node up. Talking about nodes from the Ravener Alpha. Can emit some green spore crap that damages enemies that get close to it, and also protects anything inside from range damage, but also lowers the range damage going out. So need to be a little bit careful using it. It's annoying to deal with, that's for sure. Barb Strangler warriors are up. Suppression weapon. Instant suppression when it lands. And look at this from the Tyranids. They're going after that power, I think. Have double termagants. No toxin sack, but they have the Barb Strangler warriors there and the Lictor Alpha as well. No war gear on that guy. Surely we'll see one of his power weapons against the Space Marines. Termagant's getting caught there. Good special attack from the Force Commander of Black Ice. He's got double Tactical Marines up. Could get very powerful on this map late game. Leveled up Tactical Marines in a blob of shooty death, especially with plasma guns ripping apart warriors and stuff. They're going to get 2 generators over here. Here's some Tactical Marines to defend. We have Kim Dank Possible and Bashful Pwny defending now. Flamer Tactical Marines, Shotgun Scouts. These guys trying to get in position for a retreat grenade, I think, from Pwny. No, they're backing away now. Oh, nice Barb Strangler shot. Just turned and shot at his Marines. Got 2 of them and a Techmarine there. And it suppresses for a reasonable amount of time, as you saw. Assault Marines on the way for Pwny and Kim. Pwny can of course jump into this ranged blob that Fogos has with the warriors and the double termagants, but he needs to be careful of this Lictor Alpha. He can tear stuff apart with his power weapons if he gets one. Scything Talons and the other one that I forget the name of. Warriors do get away there. 2 models, perhaps lucky to do so, but these Hormagaunts in amongst the Tactical Marines are going to have a rough time getting out of this. Can the Force Commander get one more melee attack? He can, but it's not enough. The Hormagaunts get away. And now we see these Tactical Marines getting absolutely rushed down. They do get out though, 45 hit points. Retreated just in time. Here are the Assault Marines for Bashful. He's lost his scouts. He's replacing them, which is a good thing. Needs that detector up, that's for sure. Hive Tyrant getting himself kitted out with extended carapace and the warp field. Good map for him to use his venom cannon, I think. Although that was recently nerfed in 2.6. Now it's nowhere near as good at dealing with infantry. I believe it has 0 splash damage now. So you can't hit a few clumped up infantry models and wreck them. These scouts just capped that point, did they? So 1-1, 3-8, 4-9-4. We see a warrior brood up for suffocation in their default melee state. They have, I believe it's 18 DPS power melee with that nice passive leap into combat too. This power is being worked on. Tyranids know what they're doing. Eat all the power, eat it. Silverman's jumping in. Surprised not to see a power sword from any of the force commanders. I guess they're waiting for that mighty Thunderhammer in tier 2. Could get the teleporter pack up as well and just teleport onto the double termagants from any of the players and send them flying. Tier 2 for Tyranid players in good time. Fogos also has a Raffiner brood up. These guys now begin the game with ranged weapons, even though they still have the melee indicator on them. A little bit confusing. Hopefully that will be updated. There's a brood nest from Marutectz, not in the smartest place ever. It goes down. They weren't able to really utilize it and stay in the play there. Got some power bash going on. The Assault Marines jumping in. There's another brood nest going up. That's a really good place for it. Not the best jump ever. But Space Marines are continuing to push. They have a lot of stuff here. Try and get those warrior broods down. Get those synapse explosions going off. The backlash can cause havoc. These guys again getting away with 2 models, perhaps luckily. Down goes the brood nest. Force Commander leading the line. He's going to be such a great tool when he starts kitting himself out come tier 2, I expect. This guy already has the Iron Halo for Black Ice. Tie up that Lictor Alpha, surely. Does not do it. He's got the Toxic Miasma. Something you see very often. Pretty cool though. Damage over time around the Lictor Alpha. 10 per second. Doesn't say how long it lasts for. I believe it drains his energy. So as long as you've got energy, you can use it. I think that's right. I always get it mixed up with the Lictor Alpha's somewhat similar ability, but I think he kind of puts a load of crap on the floor and it damages stuff. You rarely see these war gears. Tyrant's still level 1, but he's marching around, happy as Larry. Gonna get a revive on Lictor Alpha here, which will level him to 2. Tyrant Guard on the way for Fogos. Genestealer Brood on the way for Marutectz. That's gonna be some nasty melee to deal with. Thunderhammers will do great. A melee Techmarine might do pretty well too with Bionics and his axe. Get stuck in there. Give the Termagants a lot of targets that they need to cripple. Hormagaunts getting too close. Space Marines need to defend their power. They are almost 200 VPs down as well. You need to jump that blob, Space Marines there. Can't have them shooting at your power anymore. Now that you're into tier 2, you really need to defend that. There's a capillary tower going up, giving them a speed boost and I believe a little bit of damage resistance, or was that removed? I think that might have been removed. Used to give a sight range bonus as well. I'm not sure if it still does that. I think just the speed bonus is good enough, to be honest. Especially since you can spawn rippers and spore mines out of those things. We do see a Crushing Claw Hive Tyrant, 108 heavy melee DPS, the most powerful weapon you can get in terms of DPS for a hero. And he's now really scary. Straight away scary. Deadly jump in from the Lictor Alpha. Deals 35 piercing damage upon landing. I thought that was removed and it no longer does damage. Maybe I'm wrong then. Genestealer Brood are in there. They have their Rending Talons also, and they will rip apart these Marines. 2-2 on cap right now. Nice engagement here. Lots of pressure from the Tyranids still. Space Marines are start to really come into their element in team games in tier 2 though. Plasma Gun Tactical Marines, they just need to stay out of those melee fights. Easier said than done, of course. Hive Tyrant now wailing on some tactical marines, and here's a Hive Tyrant. Sorry, a Tyrant Guard. 2,500 hit points of super heavy infantry armor. Some heavy melee and splash. Not nice at all. Brood nest up. Looking pretty grim for the Space Marines here. Devastating Marines on the way for Bashful Pwny. Meanwhile, bottom Black Ice is still fighting over this. I think he needs to abandon this power and start putting pressure in other places, like this VP, for example. Venom Brood up. Maybe they're expecting a Dreadnought. We do have a Razorback on the way for Black Ice. Can always be good in a team game, but this map is pretty dicey for vehicle pathing. Quite a good map for walkers, though, since you're never too far away from your HQ as long as you don't pass this central road. It's a great map for Terminators for the same reason, and stuff like the Great Unclean One and Avatar. Scouts chasing off some Hormagaunts. Are you upgraded? You're not even upgraded, fellas. Plasma Cannon spooling up and hits the Tyrant Guard dead on. Do they have missile launchers? No, they have some plasma though. You see a Thunderhammer Force Commander also with a teleport back, and Artificer going straight after that Tyrant Guard, but gets knocked over. And we see some jumps in. It's a dicey place to jump though. Thunderhammer going ballistic now. Battlecry. Sacred Standard is tier 2 now, right? But of course you can't have Sacred Standard and a teleport. Tyranids are getting mushed up. Those Assault Marines getting away. Nicely done from who is this again? Kim Dank Possible. There we go. Got those guys out pretty nicely. Spore Mines though dropped in by the Lictor Alpha, now suppressing things and doing damage over time as well. Hive Tyrant's going to go down surely. Yes, he does. Leveling up his tactical marines. Level 3 now with their sergeant. That was a decent engagement for the Space Marines there. They killed a lot of stuff. What did they lose though? They lost 2 assault marines here. Not sure if they lost anything else. What are you guys doing? You've got a las cannon up. Strange choice in tier 2. I guess they wanted to be rid of that Tyrant Guard, and they certainly did get rid of it. And of course it's going to be super useful for the inevitable tier 3 Carnifexes, but Space Marines need to get some VPs going. 146 to 466. Lots of levelers up over here. We have some heavy melee Adrenal Gland Warrior Brood, giving melee synapse to these Hormagaunts. And any other Hormagaunts that get close enough. Look at these guys from Marutectz. Double Hormagaunts ripping apart these tactical marines, but they do get away. Got a missile launcher up. One of them. Who was it? This guy. Raven Alpha now has his acid splatter. Is it a power weapon? It is a power weapon. And does splash damage. Reinforced chitin also with the toxic miasma. Space Marines under so much pressure. There's a turret. No sign of a beacon, of course, in this game so far. They never really settled down at the top and gave themselves a chance to get the beacon up. There's constant pressure from the Tyranids. That is a good engagement though. Turret doing wonders there. Suppressing that large blob, and stuff dying left and right, trying to finish off that Warrior Brood. Assault Marines jumping in. But that's a lucky escape. Look how much stuff got away with barely any hit points. Under 20 hit points on the Raveners and the Warriors there. Pretty lucky escape. He did lose a lot though, Fogos. And now they're bashing Powder Space Marines coming back into this. They have the 2-to-1, have a turret up, have some leveled up squads. Powerful heroes too. Force Commander down here needs a revive. There we go. Looks like they're both going to get a revive. You can both get it if the guy doesn't move. You can both get the XP for it. Level 6 Force Commander, level 3 Force Commander both have their hammers. And the Techmarine with his incredibly dangerous plasma gun might see Signum as well. Hard to not get Signum going if you have a ranged Techmarine. That Force Commander was ripped apart as soon as he got up. Acid Splatter is nasty. Big engagements here. The Hive Tyrant lost the indicator for him, but he is smacking around some Assault Marines who jump out. And they're staying in play. Bashful Pwny is keeping his guys in play here. Those guys don't want to fight the Hive Tyrant. Look at that special attack, sent them flying. Gonna get at least one model here, surely. Yeah, he got one. Got two models. Gene Stealers live? Yes, they do live. Some lucky escapes for the Tyranids we've seen. I'm sure we've seen some for the Space Marines as well though. Kim going tier 3. All the Tyranids are already tier 3, and Suffocation has a lot of resources. A hell of a lot of resources. What is he waiting for? Is he waiting for a Swarm Lord? Is the Swarm Lord 200 power still? I think it is. Fex is soon, lads, says Bashful. He's not wrong. We do have a las cannon here. You could also get the missile turret, which I believe is a free upgrade now. The anti-vehicle versions of the turrets. Maybe just get a bunch of those. Bashful wants a Venerable Dreadnought. That is going to be awesome. Carnifex on the way for Marutectz. Suffocation is going for the Swarm Lord here. And I think he has enough for a nuke. Almost enough for a nuke. Turn of formation. Could be very useful assaulting these Space Marine lines. These force commanders are going to be vital. Hormagaunts getting in behind. A little bit late moving off his las cannon there. Now it's off the field completely. Should be back in time for the Carnifex though. Assault Marines come in to save the day. The Techmarine barely surviving. Time to get a beacon up, I think. Put a beacon up around down here, I think. And that'll help out quite a lot. He's tier 3, has tons of red. Bashful is going to get that Venerable, which is 300 red, I think. So he's not far off being able to get the Venerable and nuking. Looks like he is putting a beacon up from the looks of the chat. Where's he going to go? Where's he going to put it? Doesn't want to put it too close. Yeah, that's a decent place. I would have put it further up here, but it'd be harder for the Tyranids to spot straight away. These guys trying to get some decaps or something, run into some Gene Stealers who get suppressed by the shotgun blast. That guy managed to grenade himself, but they do get away. Can they stop this advance here? Las Cannon is back in the field, and not a moment too soon. Here comes the Carnifex. What's he gone for? He's going for Thornback. Is this when he's going to drop his Venerable? I don't think he has the power for it. Is it 50 power? No, I think it's back down to 50 power. Swarm Lord moving in though. Capillary Tower goes up. Those Assault Marines retreating maybe a bit early. They were fighting Gene Stealers though, but that is an early retreat. But the beacon is up, so it's not a big deal. That's kind of getting shots. Might want to put that thing in the garrison. This could be a vital engagement here. That's the Venerable, please. I love me Venerables. I love me Venerables. Yes. Gonna go straight after the Swarm Lord, I think. No, he's going after the infantry, but I think is smart. Hive Tyrant trying to get to the beacon, but that's a lot of stuff to fight there, Mr. Hive Tyrant. You go down. Swarm Lord looks like he took down the Force Commander. Is that a Sacred Standard Force Commander? I see a buff going off. I don't see the Sacred Standard model on him. Carnifex going to go down. Garrison taken out by the Toronto formation. Absolutely crazy engagement here. Venerable lives. Looks like the global repair is going off. There's a zone throw. Space Marines are forced to retreat. 2 Toronto formations went off. I think I completely missed one of them, but it took out the beacon. Awesome, awesome team fight there. You still have some stuff in play. Assault Terminators on the field. Called in by Kim. They're taking a hell of a lot of damage though. A hell of a lot of damage. Teleporting out. And that's a Spore Mine drop, I think. No, it's a Warrior Brood drop from Marutectz onto the Plasma Cannon. Should have put them into garrisons, I think. It's always risky to garrison stuff, because if you get forced off, the garrison gets surrounded and you might not get away, especially when Tyranids are involved. 108, 339. Awesome fight. Space Marines seem to do pretty well. They held their own, but just too much Tyranid stuff. Black Eye seems like he lost a bunch of things as well. He's got a nuke though. In fact, all 3 of them are pretty close to getting a nuke. Bashful just needs a little bit more red. The Venerable lives as well. Did it level up? No. Doesn't have the upgrade for it either. They did really well. Needs to go straight after those warriors and Venom Brood with it to get those synapse backlashes, because they do damage the Carnifex. They don't knock him down obviously, but they do the 18% damage or whatever it is these days. Stormlord giving that speed bonus to all nearby friendly Tyranids, allowing them to reinforce as well. So he's certainly a prime target also. Trying to take down all these towers. We'll give them some red and a little bit of XP. Now they all can nuke. He can all nuke. Black Ice is still down. He can't revive from there. Gonna revive the Techmarine though. Oh no, getting their natural decapped. Why are you not firing, Mr. Plasma Cannon? Has he got hold fire on? He might have hold fire on. Kicking off. A little bit prematurely, I think. Although they are running out of VPs. Plasma Cannon is not firing at all. Tyranid is forced to retreat here. Venerable doing its thing. Big inspiration buffs on kill. Good little push there. Bashful drawing their attention to VPs. His own throat gets away. Another very close escape. 14 hit points on that guy. They could not catch up to it. Assault Terminator trying to cap. Big plasma cannon shot. Now it's firing. What kind of Carnifex are you? You're a Barb Strangler Carnifex. 42 to 304. Vanguard Veterans around for Kim. They are taking the contested and they are getting a natural back. 38 VPs though only. Predator tank for Bashful. Get a twin link las cannon on that, could do some work for you. Here come Tactical Rangers trying to get decap, but that Barb Strangler is crazy. Assault Terminators used their teleport here, so this is dangerous. That's a lot of stuff to fight. No risky plays, says Bashful. And Fogos suggesting they go for the natural, which is not a bad idea. A split is ideal, of course, but they might not have the armies to do it. I think they can. Fogos top, the other two bottom, maybe. Venerable still not leveled up. They all have those nukes. Those nukes could be vital to stop caps. Got to remember that they have them, of course. Nice Emperor's Fist from the Dreadnought. Here's the Predator tank getting a bit too close to the action here. Getting some shots in though. I hear a nuke. There it is. Hit some allied Terminators, but they'll be alright. Stormlord's taking a lot of damage, as has the Carnifex. The las cannon's getting shots. They might finish him off here. Finish off one of them. Looks like it's going for the Stormlord. One more shot might do it. Might need two more. It's going to need two more, and it gets away. Gets out of the firing arc. Oh no, it doesn't. Wow. I guess it started charging up, and then it walked out and it finished the shot. Big loss there for the Tyranids. Because I don't think Suffocation can... No, he can't rebuy. 25 VPs only remaining though for the Space Marines, and that's a Toronto formation. And I think they just run out of VPs here. Gonna get it down to a 2-to-1 maybe, but that's gonna be too late. I think the Tyranids are gonna take this from the pure pressure at the end. Some frantic fighting. It was a really fun match. Look at the heroes end of the game. Techmarine level 7. Level 10 Force Commander for Kim. Black Ice was level 4. Fogos is Lictor Alpha, only level 2. Level 4 Hive Tyrant for Marutectz. And Suffocation with a level 7 Raven Alpha, doing some very scary melee things that Space Rangers could never settle at the top and get their defensive play going. Tyranids didn't let them. Did a good job. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.